Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it has been just about 2 days, not really 2 days, it's more so like 36 hours, since this absolutely groundbreaking trailer for Wuthering Waves 3.4 and of course the Cyberpunk collab, it's been released. And what I wanted to do today was actually go through some of the amazing public responses that we've been seeing across not just the gacha space, but the gaming space as a whole to the reaction to, well, this absolute masterpiece that we're seeing on the screen over here. And this response isn't dedicated to just like gacha creators or like mainstream gaming news. It's actually going to be from the creators of Cyberpunk themselves and a bunch of people over at CDProjectRed. Because this, well, when you get the full context of everybody that's been deciding to chime in and the things that have been getting said, well, you're probably going to have the same mindset as me and look even more forward to the collab than you might have been before. So I think the first bit and the greatest bit of news over here actually relates to, well, the writing of the collab. We're going to have... I feel like pronouncing his name is going to get me canceled, so I'll just call him... I'm not even going to try it. We got Blank writes over here stating, "We've been working on this with my amazing team for some time, and there are a few great things waiting for you there. A bit of sadness. Maybe." This is the VP of franchise at CDProjectRed. This guy is up there, and he's also the writer and producer of Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and he's also the comic book writer for The Witcher at Dark Horse. This guy is essentially one of the biggest names when it comes to like storyboarding, that sort of stuff, and is a huge reason for why Cyberpunk Edgerunners is even the cult classic that it is right now. This is the main guy in charge. And I think most people might have had this realization too. This guy just came out here and said this the day after this trailer came out. And the main take is, they got the writer of Edgerunners for the collab story, and he said it's going to be sad. And you can probably imagine this might be one of the best collab stories ever written in the gacha space. And when we're coming off the back of, right, the Fate collab in HSR, which is one of the worst written collabs that we've ever seen in the gacha space, I think everyone is taking this news a lot better than what they might have before, because it's not going to be a matter of this just being something that looks amazing, right? A highly polished turd, as they might say, because I don't think anyone can dispute that when it comes to the models, when it comes to the design, when it comes to the integration, Kuro's hit it outside of the park. And I think the only thing that anyone could have any sort of like doubt for at this point was like the writing, the storyboarding, the quests. And now that looks like it's covered as well. And who knows, maybe the collab story is going to change everything for collabs, and it'll be actually better than the main story that's in the game itself. Imagine if the collab quest ends up being the one that's like the highest quality across the entire franchise. That would be a bit ridiculous. And remember, this is coming from the lead writer, but this guy's also the VP of franchise at CDProjectRed. Think about it this way, ladies and gentlemen. This means that Kuro Games is taking this collaboration extremely seriously, and people can naturally tell that from the quality of what's in the trailer. But this also means that CDProjectRed, they're also taking the collaboration very, very, very fucking seriously too, bringing in big names like this. And now that we have the context that the lead writer of Edgerunners is involved with the writing, I don't think anyone is that surprised that we're seeing David over here. The person that's like not really been allowed in collaborations. The person, right, that people have been kind of keeping under wraps because of how story significant he is. Well, if the lead writer is saying that they want to put him in, then I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? CDProjectRed is clearly going like across the board when it comes to this stuff. Really, really good to see. We've got another response over here, and this is going to be from Leg Pokes. And this is just like I think this is just like a community moderator over here for CDProjectRed. You're seeing that like their entire community of, you know, public facing people, they are all getting good more. Guys, it's translated from Polish, okay? Give her a second over here, all right? Like, she is shortening Night City. That is, yeah, she should have put, like, the H. Or she should have removed the G, or she should have put the H. Anyways, it is language barrier, guys, all right? Man, this is like that train wrecks sneezing clip. Yeah, if you know, you know. Anyways, there's more. Sorry, I probably should have saved that one for last. Here's another person at CDProjectRed, a senior producer who's worked on The Witcher 4, Cyberpunk 2077, and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Guys, this isn't just like some goofy one-off collaboration where you get like maybe one or two people speaking about it internally from the company. No, this looks like something where like CDProjectRed, guys, looks more hyped for this collab than Kuro Games. I don't even know how they managed to do that. The guys that made Edge Runners look like they're more excited than Kuro Games for what's happening over here. Like, they're all grim patrons, bro. They're all just like, everyone, get in here! Because I've seen more responses from literal CDPR employees than anybody involved with Wuthering Waves at all when it comes to this circumstance. Then you got the Epic Game Store coming in too, as a bit of a response. And then the associate game director for Cyberpunk 2, ladies and gentlemen, is rage baiting other gacha games. The associate game director for Cyberpunk 2, who worked on The Witcher 3, 2077, and Phantom Liberty, is out here rage baiting about free 5-star units. Bro, do these guys have elite ball knowledge? Who knows? And here's another post by him. The Wuthering Waves X Cyberpunk Edge Runners collab drops soon, and we have a banging trailer for you, my gonks, with some familiar faces. But his rage baiting post is the one that got more likes. So, yeah, it does appear that he has some elite ball knowledge over here. Guys, have you ever seen a reception like this from basically any other collaboration in the space? I think that this has to be a first time, especially for like an Eastern gacha game. Guys, think about it this way. Usually these collabs are just done between like from one East Asian IP to like another East Asian IP. This feels like one of the first ones, at least when it comes to like a more Western sort of company, right? Collaborating with one from the East. I'm just going to be real over here. I don't think I've ever seen one of this scale before. Some people are talking about Assassin's Creed and like Reverse 1999. Bro, I didn't see no motherfuckers at Ubisoft saying shit. Bro, I don't think I saw no single Ubisoft employee talking about that garbage. But this, bro, they got everyone on CDProjectRed. People that didn't even work on Edge Runners. That only worked on 2077 or Witcher. They're getting all up in this shit. It's wild. And they got another social media manager over here. Last time I started playing a game for one of our collabs, it turned into my daily driver. I'm scared, chooms. They're getting everybody, even the fucking Game Awards. And do recall, what event does the Game Awards run? Summer Games Fest. That's another thing that they do. And guess what we're probably going to be seeing? Some in-game kits, right? Some in-game kits for Lucy and Rebecca. Probably when Jeff Keighley gets his hands on this shit. You know after Highguard, he's desperate for anything. And then maybe an upcoming Fortnite collab for Wuthering Waves because Cyberpunk 2077 is doing some stuff over there too. You got Dexerto coming in as well. And fuck it, I almost forgot. Another engineering director at CDProjectRed, and apparently the composer for fucking Banshee. Guys, they're going absolutely nuts with this one. And I think the best part over here that we're all gonna value a lot is the fact that this collaboration, right? One of the big things about it, well, let's just listen to this intro line.
Good morning, Solaris!
It's all in English. It would be pretty rough, right? Especially for something that was advertised in English, for it to not have EN voices. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I've got the voice of the Traveler over here from Genshin Impact, Zach Aguilar, also the voice for David Martinez in Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Can't wait to play. Probably means that David is going to be voiced in this. Because we've also got the voice actor for Lucy, Emmy Lowe. Yeah, you might actually know her as another voice actor for a couple of other Hoyoverse characters. Did you know that she's Columbina? And she's also Ron May? Yeah, she's both of them, brother man. This is the confirmation over here that it looks like Emmy Lowe is going to be voicing Lucy in this collab. So every single worry that anybody could have when it comes to this collab, right? I think it's guaranteed to be a success. I don't think that there's any way that this thing fails. And I think that CDProjectRed naturally has gotten previews of everything that's going to be in the collab. They've already gotten insight for what the kits look like, the design, the story, all of that. And that's why there are so many people that are publicly just glazing woo-wah this much to the point of where they're actually rage baiting other gacha games confidently too, because I think that they know this is the best collab that has ever been made. You've got the character designs. They're perfect. I don't think anyone can even find anything to improve when it comes to the design of the units and how they looks like they've been integrated into the world. You've got the story covered as well, because you have the lead writer of Edgerunners saying that it's going to be sad and that his team did work for this one. And then you also have the situation over here where you even know that the voice actors, right? The one thing that could maybe disconnect you from the experience, they've got the VAs too. And they're all locked in. They're ready to go. And reports suggest that The Weeknd is involved in the soundtrack for the Wuthering Waves Cyberpunk collab. Yo, if that's true too, that'd be crazy. But like, yeah, that might just be fake. This guy does put out some, some tracks that might work well in the game world, but yeah, again, this is a parody account. It might not be real, so who actually knows? My personal take is that this is not really something that you see happen very often. First, a collab trailer that's released and received this well, and then pretty much every single person at CDProjectRed going all in on this thing being successful. You don't really do this, and you don't kind of expose yourself as brand ambassadors, right, of CDProjectRed. You guys don't really expose yourself to this much risk if there's any chance at all that the collab might be disappointing or it might actually not be that good. I think this just means that everyone is bought in, everyone is giga confident, and I think when it comes to us as players, yeah, it's a mindset that we share as well. If you were disappointed in the anniversary, I don't think that there's any chance you could be disappointed in this one, because we've even got a free fucking character on top of all of the other stuff that we said is amazing. Yeah, just another bonus little video over here taking a look at the community response. As we all know in CN, this thing is #1 in CN as well. And apparently Zach Aguilar, yeah, apparently he's going to be streaming this shit too. So, yeah, no, they're going all in for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.